Imagine a world where everyone gets a regular paycheck, no strings attached. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie, it's the core idea behind Universal Basic Income, or UBI. In its simplest form, UBI means the government gives every citizen a fixed sum of money regularly, regardless of their income or employment status. Think of it like a financial safety net, ensuring everyone can afford basic necessities. This concept has gained traction, especially with automation threatening jobs. Could UBI be the answer to a future where robots replace human workers? It's a question worth exploring. The concept of UBI isn't new. It's been around for centuries, tickling the minds of philosophers and social reformers. Sir Thomas More, the 16th century English thinker, first floated the idea in his book Utopia. Fast forward to the 18th century, and American revolutionary Thomas Paine proposed a system where every citizen would receive a one-time payment at adulthood, a form of inheritance from their shared ownership of land. The 20th century saw economists like Milton Friedman championing a similar concept called negative income tax. This involved the government providing financial assistance to those earning below a certain threshold. Even civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. advocated for a guaranteed income, seeing it as a crucial step towards achieving economic justice. Today, proponents of UBI argue it's more relevant than ever. Why? Because poverty remains a persistent global challenge, and traditional social safety nets often fail to catch everyone who falls through the cracks. UBI, they argue, offers a more streamlined and efficient solution. With a guaranteed income, individuals could afford basic necessities like food, housing and healthcare, freeing them from the constant stress of financial insecurity. This, in turn, could have ripple effects throughout society. People could invest in education, pursue entrepreneurial dreams, or simply have more time and mental bandwidth to contribute to their communities. UBI, advocates believe, could lead to a more productive, healthier and happier society. Critics of UBI often point to its most glaring hurdle cost. Providing a universal basic income, even at a modest level, would require a significant financial commitment from governments. Where would this money come from? Opponents argue that implementing such a program would necessitate drastic tax hikes, potentially crippling other essential public services like education and healthcare. Furthermore, critics question the economic impact of handing out free money. Would it lead to mass laziness as people become reliant on government handouts? Would it fuel inflation as more money enters the economy? These are legitimate concerns that need to be addressed before UBI can be considered a viable solution. Section 5. Real-world experiments from Canada to Finland. To understand the potential impact of Universal Basic Income, or UBI, several countries have conducted real-world experiments over the years. One of the earliest and most well-known experiments was Canada's Mincome project in the 1970s. In the small town of Dauphin, Manitoba, residents received a basic income for several years, allowing researchers to study the effects on the community. The results were promising, showing improved health outcomes and a significant reduction in poverty rates among the participants. However, the experiment was cut short due to political changes, making it difficult to draw definitive conclusions from the data collected. More recently, Finland conducted a 2-year basic income trial between 2017 and 2019, focusing specifically on unemployed citizens. While the experiment didn't lead to a significant increase in employment, it did show notable improvements in participants' well-being, with many reporting reduced stress and increased happiness. These real-world examples, though not providing all the answers, offer valuable insights into the potential benefits and challenges of implementing UBI on a larger scale. They highlight the complexities and the need for further research to understand the full impact of such economic policies. Section 6. Nixon's near UBI a missed opportunity. What's even more surprising is that the United States came tantalizingly close to implementing a national UBI program in the late 1960s. President Richard Nixon, a Republican no less, championed a family assistance plan that would have provided a guaranteed income to families in need. The plan, which enjoyed support from both sides of the political aisle, sailed through the Senate but ultimately stalled in the House of Representatives. Nixon's near miss highlights the often surprising twists and turns in the UBI debate. It demonstrates that political will, rather than purely ideological stances, can significantly influence the fate of such policies. Section 7. The automation argument. Will robots steal our jobs and our need for paychecks? One of the most compelling arguments for UBI in the 21st century centers around the looming spectre of automation. As we move further into the digital age, the integration of AI and robotics into the workforce is becoming increasingly prevalent. As artificial intelligence and robotics advance at a breakneck pace, many experts predict widespread job displacement across various industries. This rapid technological evolution is not just a distant possibility, but a present reality. From truck drivers to factory workers, the fear is that machines will replace human labor, leading to massive unemployment and social unrest. The anxiety is palpable as more and more jobs become automated. Proponents of UBI see it as a potential solution to this impending crisis. They argue that a guaranteed income could provide a safety net for those affected by job loss. By providing a financial cushion, UBI could help individuals and families navigate the turbulent transition to an automated future. It would offer stability in uncertain times. It could offer people the resources and flexibility to retrain, pursue new career paths, or even start their own businesses. This adaptability is crucial for thriving in an ever-changing job market. Section 8. The critics have their say: is UBI too good to be true? Despite the potential benefits, UBI has its fair share of critics. Some argue that providing a universal basic income would disincentivize work. Why would people bother to find jobs, they ask, if they're already receiving a guaranteed income? This could lead to a decline in productivity and economic stagnation. Others worry about the potential for fraud and abuse. How can we ensure that everyone receiving UBI is genuinely in need? Could such a system be easily exploited? These are valid concerns that require careful consideration and robust safeguards to ensure the effectiveness and sustainability of any UBI program. Section 9. The UBI Balancing Act, weighing the pros and cons. The debate surrounding UBI is complex and multifaceted. There are strong arguments on both sides. Proponents point to its potential to eradicate poverty, reduce inequality, and empower individuals. Critics raise concerns about its cost, potential to discourage work, and the logistical challenges of implementation. The reality is that there's no one-size-fits-all answer. The feasibility and desirability of UBI will vary depending on a country's specific economic, social, and political context. What works in one nation may not necessarily work in another. Section 10. The Future of Money. A call for open conversation. The conversation around UBI is ultimately about more than just money. It's about our values, our priorities, and our vision for the future. It's about the kind of society we want to build and the legacy we want to leave for future generations. It's about how we, as a society, choose to support one another in a rapidly changing world. A world where technology is advancing at an unprecedented pace. Whether you're a staunch advocate or a skeptical critic, one thing is clear. The conversation about UBI is an important one that deserves thoughtful and nuanced debate. It's a topic that touches on economic stability, social justice, and human dignity. As we stand on the cusp of an uncertain future, grappling with issues like automation, inequality, and the changing nature of work, we must consider all possible solutions. Exploring innovative solutions like UBI is not just prudent but essential. Let's keep talking, keep questioning, and keep striving for a future where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Together, through open dialogue and collaboration, we can create a more equitable and prosperous world for all.
So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and let's turn the page on a new adventure together. Get ready to experience books like never before, only on VBook 360. Like, comment, and share to support the channel and keep the video magic alive. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, every video has a story, and every story deserves to be shared. See you in the next video.